how brands trying to take control of consumers and how that can backfire. So as I was saying that they were facing some issues with their palm oil policies, and Greenpeace, which is a big non-profit organization, they've been after the brand to settle these issues. What started happening was people who were eco warriors, basically, they started putting up these logos which were fake trademarks and logos of Nestle, which basically were kind of indicating the fact that they really don't care, and they're not really responsible. So that's something which was not definitely working out for the brand, and I'm sure somebody out there was angry somewhere. So what they started doing was that you can't see over here, but I can read it out. The administration of the page came in and said that if you post any comments with the image, if you use any of our images, your comment will be deleted. And on top of that, when people started resenting that, they kind of were very rude and replied back to people that, I mean, somebody tried challenging the fact that, are you really, is this page being run by the Nestle guys, or are you somebody just random, because Nestle being Nestle wouldn't really, treat their fans like that. So this got a lot of negative buzz going on for them, and the basic rule of social media is that it's freedom of speech. You don't control people. You don't control. I mean, they have all the right to say what they feel, whether it's good and bad. So this was an example. Going forward, just coming back to where I started from, what I have seen through my personal experience, I think in 4 years when I started off, there were a couple of companies. You want to look at? I just okay. Cool. Okay. Sorry for that. This will restrict my movement a bit. It's okay. No. You can. I was joking. So when I started, about 4 years back, there were a couple of companies. Blogworks was already there, and I think Cuba has been one of the early starters in the blogging space. And at that time, people were just trying to get a hang of social media. Fortunately, great thing is that in India, I mean, we're talking from India market point of view, there are quite a few companies which have sprung up now. So that's a great thing, because if there are more people into this space and there are more evangelists than the industry. But at the same time, one of the things that I feel that we have often seen is, like I said in the beginning, that suddenly there are quite a few. It's good to pretend, and anybody can say that as a consumer I understand social media, or as an expert I understand. But everybody says that I'm a social media expert, and I think we have this and I'm being very honest and transparent with my feedback, whatever. So what we see is that when we talk to people, people have this there is this attitude that I know it all. Okay, I understand what this means. Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, and all that kind of stuff. But then that's really a roadblock, because it ends your chance to discover new things. So I mean, that's one of the feelings that I have got. So I think we as social media professionals, I mean, even I, including me, we've not really done meetups that much. We should probably meet, and I think there are lots of things to learn, from each other. Instead of sitting in our silos and cubicles and thinking that what we do is the best, because I don't think there are really conflicts over here. Everybody's trying to work towards one goal eventually. Okay, now from 4 years to now, the good news is that we are not sleeping. So brands are not sleeping. Most of them are aware that they need to be on social media. When I started off, I said that you really need to listen to your consumers, and this is what people had to say. Why the hell should I care? Who is that person? How do I know, is that person credible or not? What is the source? How does it matter to me? He's not an investor, he's not a media journalist or whatever, he's not a big personality. Fortunately, this is where we started, and today this is where we are. So brands are all ears. Most of the brands that we work with today, we are in a situation where we use insights for them to take corrective measures. So they look at it not just as a piece of research or an insight, but something which is actionable. So that's extremely critical, and thankfully we are in this stage. And of course, there are mature marketers. There are quite a few brands in India who are doing pretty well. The way they have embraced social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and open networks, and the fact that they understand that the attention and the conversation and the buzz essentially leads to opinions, and that definitely leads to decisions, purchase decisions, judgments. I mean, I don't think anybody in this room would buy a car just by seeing an ad, right? I mean, we would just Google it out, we would just look at what our friend says, or somebody says on the internet who's an existing user. So that's one part of the story. Looking at Twitter and Facebook, I think everybody knows. We really don't need to say. All of us are using Facebook and Twitter. The numbers show definitely how fast they have grown. As a consultant, some of the great things that we've seen brands doing as far as using Facebook and Twitter is concerned, most of them who are in this space, who understand they are on Facebook and Twitter, and they do understand the need to be in such open networks. They've opened up their websites. Websites are not websites anymore. They are more social. So people have connected with Facebook. People invite consumers to interact, come on their website, put in comments, or so there is this whole integration that has started happening, and I think I mean, I'm sure that we're talking in the interest of everybody. So there are people who probably are not that deeply involved, but it's earlier it used to be just a page on Facebook, but a lot of brands these days have gone just beyond that. So they are constantly rethinking. So how should I talk to my consumers? Whether it's about doing an app or something like a contest or whatever, people are constantly innovating. They have understood the fact that it's not important for me to get 5,000 fans, or once I've got those 5,000 fans, what do I do with them? So that's one thing that's good.
Just an interruption. This guy already has crossed to the third. Facebook is now already the third.
Oh, okay. So that's a
getting 1 billion, I guess.
Okay, talking about concerns. So we've been working with brands all this while, and what we see as concern areas. While it's great what people are, okay, so we're talking about Facebook, likes and yeah, this was, so basically it says not everything that should we put this back onto the strike.